Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. It is November 7th, 2023. And if you can believe it, Silent Hill Ascension still exists. Haven't pulled the plug yet. More importantly, there is a poll currently in progress to determine the canon of Nub Zombie streams forever. You're already hearing the results of yesterday's community decision for the starting soon music to be End of Small Sanctuary from Silent Hill 3. Well, today you can use your scam points and influence the canon going forward. How foggy should the starting soon screen be? The community can choose between no fog, some fog, or much fog. And currently, much fog seems to be in the lead. Does this show me how many points? Vote breakdown. Oh my god. Much Fog is in the lead with 43 votes and counting. 7,500 scam points. 8,500 scam points. 9,000 scam points. But don't worry, if somebody has 10,000 scam points to contribute to some fog or no fog, you can sway that decision. If you have 10,000 scam points sitting there right now, you can decide. You can decide who's oh my god, I need to figure out a way to show this. I'm going to figure this out for future streams. Fuck it. Hold on. The Silent Hill Ascension shows it, so we should show it. There it is. Blue Paw is currently the whale with 1,500 channel points contributed, over 10,500 channel points to Much Fog. Mr. Shy Potato, also a whale, up there with Blue Paw. Uchu Elodie. Look at these people changing the the Nub Zombie stream canon. I keep reading the wrong talking points. How could I possibly keep mixing up Silent Hill Ascension and scam points on my Twitch channel? They're so very different. It's so very different. I don't understand how I keep making this mistake. But Blue Paw's currently the biggest whale. Nora, thank you for the bit. Don't mind me just buying more scam points. Good call, good call. Warp World, thank you so much for the full year of support. Welcome back. Thank you for the 12 months. Nub Trauma. Thank you, Warp World. Do you already have an allegedly button? Not yet. Not yet. I'll work on that for next time. I've still got a lot of things to work out. I'm an up and coming small team of indie developers, and I don't have a whole lot of experience with this. I've only been streaming on Twitch since 2011. So I'm very inexperienced. I'm still learning how things work. So we're going to run into issues at first. There's going to be bugs. There's going to be things that we can modify and make better. What's up, everybody? Cosmo Krista, thank you so much for the 100 bits. The trauma bits. Thank you so much for the trauma. Very much appreciate it. Let's see these other results. Oh, it doesn't show me contributors for the... Rachel leading the leaderboards for Some Fog. I appreciate it. This doesn't show me names. Sorry, it must be bugged. Hold on. That's even better. That's even better, actually. I got this. Don't worry. I got you. 5 voters. Let's see. There they are. There's the contributors. We got them on screen. I got their Twitch usernames. There's our 5 voters voting for No Fog. There's our leaderboard. We got it. Thank you so much to those 5 for voting in for No Fog. Actually, I'm being told we may have had an issue with servers and API requesting too much information, and some of those names may not have displayed properly. But I still thank you for your contribution. Can you make them blink rapidly so I can feel like I'm having a seizure? We'll work on that next time. The community has just made a decision. Much fog has been decided. A total of 12,500 channel points. Scam points. Scam points. Scam points. Went into this. Thank you so much to everyone here on our leaderboard. Yeah, no negative feedback. That is not valid criticism. Booty Call of Cthulhu, thank you so much for the 73 months. Very much appreciate it. Tardy to the party, but glad to finally be here. Hey, you're here at a wonderful time. Booty Call of Cthulhu. Okay. So here we go. Much Fog was the winner. And there you go. You have shaped the Nub Zombie stream canon forever. You have participated in a momentous occasion. You have participated in an absolutely momentous occasion where the canon of the stream forever has been changed thanks to all of you. I really appreciate that. Hirimi and Yami, if you could just randomly redistribute points, make sure that some people actually spent them, refund others, whatever you like to do. Oh, you already did it, Rachel? Wonderful. Perfect. Great. All right. We're about 36 minutes away from today's episode of Silent Hill Ascension. Who's getting a cameo in the Nub Zombie lore? I'm still working out the details on that, but one day, Shinra Hero, mark my words, we're gonna get cameos. We're gonna get cameos. Can I please be declined a refund? Thank you. Yes, actually. Just contact support. It's Nub Zombie Twitch, all one word, all lowercase, at gmail.com. Just please be sure to send in an email to the development team. And a real human being.
What was that? Who in
A
the
real
hell
human
was
being
that?
will look at your feedback and your request for a refund and will personally deny it. Nora, thank you so much for the 1 bit. I want my refund for 500,000 points, please. It needs to go through the proper channels, but thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. We do have some news to talk about. We've got 35 minutes before Ascension starts. And we've actually got some new things to talk about. So there's some new evidence into how legitimate is Silent Hill Ascension and the things that the community is influencing and all of that. There are some new tweets from the official Silent Hill Ascension account and from Jacob Navoke that I want to go through and talk about. And we've got some unrelated to Ascension general Silent Hill news to discuss as well. So let's talk about the general Silent Hill stuff first, and then we can focus on Ascension for the rest of the stream. So, Silent Hill 2 Remake, first of all. With Silent Hill 2 Remake, we talked about this in a previous stream, that there's been more information getting out there. Websites, retailers have been putting up pre-orders, and varying websites have had varying different bits and pieces of information regarding Silent Hill 2 Remake and its release date and some of the details about Silent Hill 2 Remake. So there was a comment, this all kind of stems back. There was a comment from Masahiro Ito in an interview about Silent Hill 2 Remake, where he said, "Pyramid Head is coming back, a new journey for those who know the original, and his origin story for those who know that character, and the most memorable journey of the man most closely associated with that monster." So a bunch of gaming journalists and some of the gaming retailers, such as Best Buy, misinterpreted what Masahiro Ito was saying there. And Best Buy put up on its pre-order information for Silent Hill 2 Remake, fan favorite character Pyramid Head makes a return along with a special origin story for fans to play through. So a lot of fans were now looking at this as though they're adding in some new origin story for Pyramid Head. There was a news article that got published by everyone's favorite, IGN. Best Buy listing implies Silent Hill 2 Remake includes a Pyramid Head origin story. So, of course, the misinformation spread and spread, and it's been all over the subreddit, and it's been all over all the Silent Hill information circuits, where everybody is like, oh man, fuck Bloober, they're making this Pyramid Head origin story that nobody wanted and nobody asked for. And Kotaku published an article, everyone's favorite source of accurate information, Kotaku, Silent Hill 2 Remake might let you play as Pyramid Head. So they even took it a step further and put even more misinformation out there. And this was all over the course of like a week. Like, this didn't all just instantly happen. But then yesterday, from Eurogamer, update. Konami says retailer listed incorrect information with line which suggested a Pyramid Head origin story for Silent Hill 2 Remake. So Konami had to come and make an official statement and say that's incorrect. Because everybody... What's going on with the voting on screen? It's not bars. Oh man, I'm not even paying attention to the app yet. Oh yeah, they've changed stuff again. We'll get there. But yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake misinformation is kind of going crazy right now. And Konami basically had to put out an official statement and be like, look, that is incorrect. That is not the case. So everybody basically took this, poorly worded article from, Masahiro Ito, who understands English, but it's still not his native language and still struggles to get certain ideas and things across accurately sometimes. And then you get, I guess, whoever wrote that information for the Best Buy website for the pre-order, and then all these IGN and Kotaku articles and other places, of course, stemming off from there. And it just turned into a big mess. Misinformation has been such a problem with the Silent Hill series and just in general these days. Misinformation's a lot more widespread because it's just so easy to latch on. People will just scroll across something and assume that it's real and not do any sort of research into it. And yeah, it sucks because it will actually sometimes affect things. It can affect how people receive a new game, for example. I'm not expecting much out of Silent Hill 2 Remake anyway because it's fucking Bloober Team, but we shouldn't start immediately just the community shouldn't be immediately just latching on and believing that these kind of things are true at the slightest hint of information. So it's something that is important to talk about and has been going around, but at this point we're basically back to we will see. Ito kind of made a statement on it, but it doesn't seem like that was the idea that was meant to come across. Everything else just got blown out of proportion, and Konami made an official statement. So now we have that. We're still waiting on an official statement on a release date. That's the thing that I'm most interested in, but hopefully that'll come soon. And that brings us to our next bit of general Silent Hill news before getting back into Ascension. Real quick though, Silent Chills, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Tomopoly. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much for that. Tomopoly, enjoy the sub, enjoy the emotes, enjoy your time here. And thank you, Silent Chills, for the support. So that brings us to Silent Hill, the short message. And this was a weird one. So you guys who have been following for a long time, I made it a general policy to not really heavily discuss leaks in my channel, especially during story playthroughs and things like that, where I was talking about confirmed information, because usually I don't rely on unconfirmed things such as leaks and information like that. A lot of Silent Hill leaks all tend to come from the same person, who goes by Dusk Golem. And Dusk Golem is very, very, very hit and miss, and honestly more miss than hit over their leaking career. But the few things that they have gotten right, either through some sort of insider information or just through guessing at enough things that eventually something would guess correctly, they kind of built up a lot of notoriety in the gaming community as being a reliable source for leaked information. And a lot of the things, that they've leaked have been provenly untrue and, false information. But it's worth pointing out that one of the things that Dusk Golem leaked back before the Silent Hill transmission, when a lot of Silent Hill game information was being leaked, one of the projects was something known as Silent Hill: The Short Message. Chaos Joe, thank you so much for that brand new sub. Very much appreciate it. Thank you for the support. But yeah, there was information leaked about multiple different projects being in the works. The Silent Hill transmission confirmed that there are, of course, many different projects with all different development teams and things in the works. But what was not part of the Silent Hill transmission was one of those leaked projects called Silent Hill: The Short Message. And this one was really strange because I figured, okay, maybe this is just something that Dusk Golem got wrong, like many of the other things that Dusk Golem has gotten wrong. And then it popped up on a Korean ratings board, and I think also a ratings board in Singapore, where it was officially listed, as like a rating pending project, giving some validity to its existence, even though it hadn't been announced as part of the overall Silent Hill transmission. And one of those ratings eventually dropped away. I think it was the Korean one, and the other one still was up. So it was like, okay, well, now these ratings are starting to get pulled. Maybe this was a project that was in the works and got canceled, or maybe this was like an early internal code name for one of the announced projects. Maybe that was Townfall or F's code name was The Short Message until it was officially announced, and now they're just updating the rating boards because these kinds of things happen all the time. Now we've got some actual evidence for the Silent Hill: The Short Message, what it is, how the gameplay is supposed to be, and the themes and story and characters. So let me look and double check what this is. So this is from the official Australian government classification website. The annual report classification November 2023 PDF. This is from the actual Australian government website, where they have to put reviews and things for media that's going to be going and released in Australia, and needs to have a rating applied to it. And Silent Hill: The Short Message was on that list. Now this is a lot, so get ready. So on that PDF it says this: Silent Hill: The Short Message, strong suicide themes, horror, violence, and coarse language. An exploration-based psychological horror game in which players control characters in an apartment building called the Villa, or Villa, V-I-L-L-A, in modern-day Germany. The player assumes the role of a young woman, Anita, who must explore the villa through first-person gameplay in order to collect clues and uncover what has happened to her friend. Anita is exploring a bathroom environment which features a bathtub filled with bloody water, blood-spattered tiles, and a razor blade on a bloody sink. Upon examining a razor, Anita experiences a flashback. In a cutscene depicted through a first-person point of view, a voice yells, "This is all your fault. Bad things happen because of you." And a hand holding the razor enters the frame. The character's left arm enters the frame with horizontal scars evident across the character's wrist. The scene cuts to a black screen before the razor makes contact with the razor's wrist. The following shot features an image of the character's left arm with old and fresh scars. In a cutscene depicted through a mixture of third-person and first-person shots, the player character stands on the edge of the building's rooftop, looking down. It is implied that Maya committed suicide by jumping off the ledge of the rooftop. The player character, in a distressed state of mind, speculates that she will never compare to Maya. Echoes of her mother's abusive tirades are heard in the background as Anita prepares to jump and says, "Maybe I can be like her. Here goes." In a first-person shot, her feet are seen near the edge of the ledge before. In a third-person shot, she steps off and begins to fall. Throughout the game, cutscenes depicting self-harm and suicide are followed by black screens which feature white text encouraging players to seek treatment and help if they are at risk of self-harm and suicide, and to offer support if they see people around them struggling. In the board's opinion, depictions of suicide and self-harm within the game occur in the broader context of discourse exploring issues revolving around mental health, which encourages players to seek help or offer support to those in need. As such, the impact of I'm having a stroke trying to finish this. As such, the impact of the depictions does not exceed strong in impact and can be accommodated within the MA 15 plus classification. That's the entire official statement and description for Silent Hill: The Short Message according to the Australian Rating Board. Oh my god. It's trauma. This is the direction of the series now. This is all it is. It is one-dimensional trauma simulators. It's no longer complex psychological horror. It is trauma and mental illness as a theme park ride. And they're going easy on it on the ratings because it's depicting a horrible idea of a character dealing with suicide and self-harm, but it's fine because there's going to be text on the screen imploring you, the player, to reach out and support others if you think that they're also troubled. Oh, like, you remember the original games and how there would be like a warning when you first start the game up that's like, this game contains violent images. Some of the things that are going to be seen in this are disturbing. Now it's going to pop up after the most horrible depiction of somebody with suicide and self-harm being a part of their life and affecting what they're doing, and try to write it off as a, well, we're asking people to, you know, seek help if they if you relate to this fictional horror video game, reach out for help. If you see others who relate to this, be supportive of them. And I mean, yeah, that's a good message that you should be saying. Yes, if you feel like you need help, it is okay to look for help. I donate regularly. There's a link to the American Foundation for suicide prevention in my panels directly below the stream if you want to actually contribute towards a meaningful cause in regards to suicide and self-harm. But oh my god, you can't just stick that in over a tasteless fucking depiction of mental illness as a way of like writing yourself off. So that's the Silent Hill, the short message. I hate everything. As much emotional and mental damage as that information has caused me, we have to move on. We've got Silent Hill Ascension airing in 15 minutes, and I haven't even talked about Nummy Toots yet. So let's get to the Silent Hill Ascension stuff. Nummy Toots. Nummy Toots is a user of Silent Hill Ascension who is also a regular person, chatter, and community member for the streamer and my good friend Bok Basoup. So as I tend to do whenever I finish my stream and finish my first look at Ascension live with you guys, I have to go back and rewatch it multiple times to take notes and to let the information really permeate and sink into my brain, because it's so fucking bad that my brain just refuses to hold on to that information for more than 4 seconds. So it takes me a lot to really like keep up with the story and make notes. So I have to watch it multiple times. So typically my process is I watch it live with you guys. I end my stream. I go watch Bok Basoup and his reaction to that night's episode. And then I'll go on to the actual app and rewatch it all with just the subtitles and everything like that to take notes, so that I've seen it 3 times by the time I'm actually writing down my notes. And during Bok Basoup's watch of last night's episode, somebody who was in his community, this person Nummy Toots, was the leader for one of the leaderboard choices. Let me see if it's still on here. It was the Be Understanding choice, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Unless they had to change their name. I'm pretty sure it was a damnation thing. Where are you, Nummy Toots? Where are you? There's Nummy Toots. So Nummy Toots, this is a real person. They were in Bok Basoup's chat. So somebody who was number 1 on a leaderboard, even though it was a choice that didn't win, is a real human being. We finally have evidence of this. After 8 days, I finally have proof. And even more so, they were asking, because Bok, was joking around since they were in chat, and they were like, Bok was like, how much money have you spent in order to put that many points and like influence a choice? And Nummy Toots said they haven't spent anything. But they did say they've been signed up since day 1. They've been playing the mini games every day. They've been collecting their points through rewatching the VODs. And this is the only thing that they've voted on so far. So this was literally all of their points for 7 days to influence one choice, to get on the top of one leaderboard choice that wasn't even the winning choice. Redemption won. This person, Sicario, with 30K. But that's not even that big of a difference. So we at least have proof. We've got a little bit more evidence that things work? Question mark? It's not all bots. We finally know that there's a person who has not invested any money sinking a significant amount of points into at least one choice and being on the top of that leaderboard and only being, you know, a little less than 5K away from the overall most invested. So that's one of those things that I want to try and be as accurate as possible about this going forward. You know, how much anybody is actually influencing anything, how much can you do without investing any money into this? Like, can you have any sort of a meaningful impact with your influence points as you earn them? And yeah, this is obviously one little anecdotal thing that was just kind of funny that I noticed, you know, going forward. So it's something that we're going to try and track, and it's something I'm going to try to keep track of. And if there's other people here who, you know, if you win, if you're like one of the most influential voters on a choice, if you're participating in this, I still highly recommend that most people just don't. But if you already are or whatever, like, tell me if, you know, same thing with the cameo. Click on cameo contest. Appearing tomorrow. See, this is still, this we're still not sure about. Let's get one. Let's get our one ticket for tomorrow. See, but this, like, 3,117 entries, tickets bought, right? They're claiming there's supposed to be like millions of people logging in and interacting with this every day. There's definitely not. There's definitely not. If somebody like Nummy Toots can actually influence a poll like that, and if your chance is like 1 in 3,000 something for these cameos, and if we can verify from someone that the cameos are legit, then I don't know. Like, there's way less people involved, you know, interacting with this and giving a shit than they say. But on the flip side, we're starting to get some actual evidence of like systems and things, like how they're supposed to be working. So that's all the news about that. We've got one final thing. We've got 7 minutes and 45 seconds until the episode, and I've got one more thing to go over. Jacob Naveau tweeted. We have new tweets from the last couple of days, or really just from the last day. So yesterday, after everything aired, Jacob Naveau tweeted, updates. 1, stability update to prevent rollbacks. So we'll see if rollbacks and things are still being prevented. I was commenting on that yesterday, that the loot box claiming shit, which has been broken for me for the first like 7 days, 6 days, whatever, seemed to be working a little bit better yesterday. It's still all stupid and pointless, but you know, stability updates, who gives a shit? I mean, you're polishing the turd. Sorry, trying to be impartial and just share the news. So here's what he said. 2, tougher collective outcome. End requirement on Endure based on tuning being too easy lately. So the Endure segments have basically just been a joke. The first few days, I was able to just do one QTE, literally just one successful QTE, and then never touch it at all for the rest of the entire segment. And it was still telling me that I passed. So there was all sorts of shit going on with that. And we did notice yesterday during the Endure segment that it was like requiring more than that. So obviously he verified and confirmed, yes, tougher collective outcome and requirement on Endure based on tuning being too easy. So they made the Endure sections harder for people to pass so that you can't just sit there and basically not interact with it and still succeed. Again, I guess it's still all pointless. It's more so about the visual feedback on how you're doing, but it's still not going to make people give a shit about doing it. And 3, most important update, introduced emojis back into chat. That's right. Ascension chat emojis have been re-enabled. So we can not only put in stickers. Oh, nope. It's apparently disabled again. He tweeted about it yesterday, and today it's already off again. So I guess he was wrong about that one. I didn't even have that planned. I was going to give him credit for all these updates, even as pointless as they are, and that one didn't even actually happen. All right. A little bit later, another tweet from Jacob. We've temporarily gone back to... Oh, here's the explanation. I had to read the follow-up. We've temporarily gone back to stickers only as we need to patch out an issue with the emoji input that was permitting text. We'll try to return emoji as soon as possible. So they re-enabled emojis. People figured out how to abuse the emojis being enabled to somehow input text, probably started using that to put slurs in chat, and they just disabled it again. Oh my God. Just turn it off at this point. Who cares? It's been 8 days and they can't even figure out a chat filter. We are also seeing that the past decisions menu are not allowing you to view the most recent 2 past decision results. You can view those 2 from your moments collection in the meanwhile. Remember to collect a moment. You need to have participated in the decision and watched the VOD. You can collect it by clicking on the moment afterward. You got that blue check mark. You might as well edit your tweets, man. That's a typo. Tomorrow we will also work on a patch for blasts since they were being doubled earlier tonight. We also need to work on the comm meter result consistency. So blasts are basically the spend money to pin your message feature in the chat that nobody gives a shit about. And should just be disabled. And the comm meter result consistency is the community result meter during the Endure segments. So the little bar at the bottom that tells you how the community's doing, they're trying to fix that so that it says what it's supposed to say. Again, no one cares, but they're trying to fix things, I guess. Note, the backend did indeed show that Toby failed to endure tonight. So just verification from the big man himself, Toby failed. It was not a visual bug or anything like that yesterday. Toby failed to endure because nobody was really trying and they tweaked the difficulty. So Toby failed. He's going to die at some point. Good job, community. After the stability patch about 6 hours ago, we've seen a large improvement in overall services, far fewer rollbacks. We will continue to monitor and make further improvements in the coming days. Point rollbacks are going to happen less often. The points are meaningless, but yay. The rollbacks. The return of rallies is close, but we need to continue to test. Rallies haven't worked since day one, and I'm still not entirely sure what they are. It's basically just voting for your option, but also, I guess, pinning a message to that option to like try to tell the rest of the community, like, this is what we should do, everyone. No one cares. I don't think anyone cares about rallies not working in the first place, and if they make their triumphant return, which they never worked in the first place, I don't think anyone's really gonna take part. We'll see the first edited 4K episodes coming later this week. We get to watch this train wreck in glorious 4K. If you're having trouble with mobile live streams, subtitles missing, videos going black, we're investigating these reports, contact support, blah, blah, blah. That's all the news. That's everything from Jacob. So, yeah. Time for Ascension, baby. Oh. Painkiller. Long Whale and Lylene are tonight's cameos. Carl's going to visit Detective Hogan at the police station and talk about Ingrid's death.
It should come to no surprise that we found puncture marks on your wife's body. The syringe Astrid turned over to us had traces of morphine. I spoke with Ingrid's doctor. She was never prescribed morphine. How did you get it, Carl? Did you steal it from the hospital? Your daughter's lab?
There was someone.
The video is still choppy. The audio is still like crackling.
Something in the house that night.
Okay, he's blaming the man in the window.
The bedroom window with Ingrid. They were.
These fairy tales again, Carl.
I don't know what I saw. I didn't want you to think I was crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
I don't know.
think
The
you're
dev
lying.
during the post show yesterday
Sorry to interrupt.
blurted
but you need
out
to see
that
this.
Carl killed Ingrid. So
Are you sure?
Yes, we checked twice.
yeah, Layla told us that Carl
Mr.
did it.
Johansson, you are free to go.
How?
Long Whale making their
Your wife
cameo.
died of complications from her illness. We have
Part
no
of
cause
Silent
to
Hill
hold you
canon forever.
I'm free to go.
For now.
So you have the evidence. You have Astrid's chemical analysis of it. You have puncture marks on the body in the autopsy.
Hello?
No, the
It's
the voting thing was missing it. I didn't get to see if the thing was still fucked up.
I'm calling
I'm
about,
sure it was. I'll double check at the end.
I heard you spoke
They
to
covered
Papa.
it up with the fucking UI.
Mama?
They knew. It's gonna
Really?
still be broken.
Yeah. Papa told me what happened. I'm sorry.
Orson, stay where mommy can see.
Ooh, community voted on much fog for this too.
Not good.
Just like the start of my stream.
He just kept
Yeah,
talking
and
about how it
also a
wasn't
sprinkle
his
of
fault.
ash.
So just a regular day? Passing the blame? Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a funeral. I know you said. I'm not coming. I told Papa so I wouldn't have to tell you.
What just
I
happened to the
understand.
audio?
You do? Mama was terrible to you. I don't hold it against you for escaping while you could. Escape? Like how I tried to drown myself in boosts and pills to forget everything? Like how
Ooh,
I
character
used to
exposition.
reach for a bottle, even at 3 months sober. I didn't escape anything, Astrid.
Just plainly laying out information about them because we don't know who any of these people are.
Britt. Damn it.
All right, Britt.
Orson. Orson.
There's the substance abuse. Oh, this is from the trailer.
Orson.
Orson's dead, everybody. Round of applause.
What the hell is happening?
We're in Silent Hill now.
Orson?
We're just here.
Orson.
Cheryl? Josh? Sean? Charlie? Jason? Reused animations.
You killed him.
Better it than us.
Oh, way to go, Lylene.
What?
The first
Where are
monster
we?
kill of the entire franchise, and it was Lylene the cameo.
Have you seen a little boy?
I've seen
Whoa.
lots of things. Maybe one of them was a boy. Maybe not. Nothing's as it seems here.
What is that?
They shaped Silent Hill canon. That's crazy.
That's Orson's.
Way to go, Lylene.
Maybe he knows where my son is.
How do you even know
Gosh,
they're
shut up.
human? Here, take this.
I
And
don't
hope
like
you don't
what
have to
that's
use
saying.
it.
What? Am I supposed to club him over the head? What if he knows where my son is?
You can go right up and ask for all I care. But I'd bring that if I
Damn.
were you.
Wait!
What was that run animation? Lylene skulking back into the shadows like
you
fucking
coming home, then?
Gollum.
Not while my condescending asshole of a sister is there. Telling me how she gets me.
She's just trying to reach out to you.
Where was that when I was in rehab, Papa? Look, maybe you can come visit me after the funeral. After things have calmed down. Papa? Are you there?
Yeah. I'll call you later. Eva?
You should see this.
We still don't even know who Ava is. And she's just there with a shotgun.
that?
Is she a farmhand?
Something fed here.
Is she like an employee for the family farm?
There's something out there. In the woods.
Did you see something, Eva?
You've seen it too.
Where did you get that gun?
I thought I should protect myself. I was hoping you'd show me how to use it.
Oh my god.
Your mother would kill me if she found out. I should take it away from you.
So
She
this is one of the
hasn't seen
community
what we've
choices.
I'll think on it. I said I think on it. Now go on home.
That means get away from me. Go home. It's a young version of Grandma with his delusions. That's way too creative, Yami. It's a stupid idea, but it's still way above, I think, the writing quality of Ascension so far. It's time to endure, Rachel. Wesker, Kyle, and Soul. Yeah, good old Kyle. Wesker. Wesker is part of Silent Hill canon. All right. It's time to endure, everybody. Let's see if we get any new scenes tonight. No. We're already off. Right off the bat, it's a repeat. I didn't get credit at all for that one. Endurance has been rebalanced again. Yep. This has all been tweaked again. It's still laggy as fuck and looks like absolute garbage. Why am I doing the QTE? Science. Give me a break, Blood Blossom. I'm legitimately trying to test some of these systems, and unfortunately a lot of that means you have to interact with them. Like, I'm trying to see what, like, not doing a QTE versus failing a QTE versus doing one where it says perfect, doing one where it says great. You know, Bard didn't even move for a complete miss. But it goes down a little bit more if you actually, like, try, but fail. But if you have like a string of failures, even a perfect, like, doesn't move the bar whatsoever. Good doesn't seem to really, like, do anything. Here comes the jump scare. Again, repeat scene. And the frame rate for that scene is worse every single night. What was that? It showed a QTE for like a fraction of a second.
No.
It was on there for like a frame. All right, I'm done. I've done my science. I'm done interacting. Now we'll just sit back and watch and see if they do any new scenes. You only did one QTE and it's keeping you in the green the entire rest of the time? See, that's what it was doing for me the first few days, Sinistar. That's what it was doing for me, Sinistar. But then, like, yesterday and today, it actually, like, wants me to try. Otherwise, it goes into the red. Yeah, it's completely busted. It's still super broken. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's still pointless, so who cares? I'm more so interested in just kind of the mechanics of it. Like, is there something actually going on from the standpoint of, like, an input and feedback? Hey, there goes a cameo. Was that Whisker? Yeah, so far these are all repeats. This is all the same stuff. Can't even bother to touch QTEs anymore. Seconds from deleting the app again. You might as well. Deleting it again? You probably should have just kept it deleted after the first time. What are they going to do when no one raises their hope? Kill everyone. If that's what the community wants, they should fucking kill every single one of these characters. Just to prove that you actually had an influence by not participating. I would be so happy with that. Just this entire story, let every single character die. Let both of these locations just burn to the ground. And let's never ever reference the story ever again. I think that's the best outcome. I think that's what the community overall will achieve. If we have any sort of actual input on what happens. Another repeat. Still all repeats. Another repeat scene. My bar is not like going further down also. It seems like if you just stop interacting altogether, it doesn't really penalize you. Probably they're trying to prevent the overall community failing by people doing what I'm doing, just sitting and watching. Love the Zach Baggins looking character. Hope you get a cameo. You and me both, Gaga. We got to get Zach Baggins in as part of the Silent Hill canon forever. What's up, 3Dog? The Silent Hill canon can suck my balls. I agree. The community succeeded. I did not succeed. It says community succeeded, but I didn't. But I'm all in green. For anybody who... Oh, community bar just went completely into the red. We got to see how many points we get. We got to compare how many points we get at the end of this to people who played and tried their hardest.
I have to find a way out.
It's borked again? Yeah, obviously. Chat's going in. I got a good. I like how the good decreases your bar more than like a complete ignoring of a QTE. Like, look at that. Downloaded the PS Core thing, so tomorrow we'll see how it works. It's just for watching the episodes. Like, you don't get to interact with the rest of the app. It's literally just for watching the TV show part in higher quality. Supposedly higher quality. Supposed to be in 4K. We'll see how much it actually looks any better. Game of the Year gameplay right here. This is Silent Hill in 2023. There's Kyle. There's Kyle, forever in the Silent Hill canon, making a cameo. This is Silent Hill in 2023, everybody. Yeah, this franchise had to evolve over the last 24 years to reach this point. But we're finally here. It's finally happened. These things remind me of the baby monsters in Dead Space 2. The little bugs. The little bugs in this. They're almost direct rip-offs of the human face bugs in Homecoming, which in turn are rip-offs of the human face bugs from the first Silent Hill movie. 800 scam points for that. I mean, influence points. Did I actually get that many? That's it. That's today's Ascension episode. Tomorrow is Retribution. What a generic fucking title. Oh, but we'll finally get to see the origins of Vagina Face Monster. Two succeeds, one fail, 800 points. 800 compared to you doing nothing last time for 2100. You got over 2,000 points in a star. Community failed. What's it say for mindfulness? Rachel, right? Yeah, that was Rachel's run. Her hope's up. Her hope is up. Did it say it passed or it failed? It said it failed, right? And the hope is supposed to go down, but it's rigged anyways. That's the whole thing. We know it's rigged. And we know that, like, the devs can manipulate it. Whatever. Tsundere, thank you so much for the 37 months. Thank you. Welcome back. We don't have guitar, so we might as well put some music back on. Oh, Buried Memories is back, everyone. Everyone's favorite puzzle. Everyone's favorite game. Click on the static image. I found the sugar. We got the knife. We're gonna bake a cake. Convert yourself like sugars to alcohol and purify your sins. Wow. Pour flour. Egg. Hey, that egg didn't have a ball gag. I want my money back. Another knife. Paper towel. Oh, we gotta put all the knives in the right order. We gotta find all the knives that go into the knife holder. Silent Hill in 2023. I'm clicking on the image as much as I can. I'm just clicking on shit until it's solved. Oh, we need one more knife. Drewzilla, thank you so much. Welcome back. Fuck this. This is stupid. Thank you so much for the 15 months. Very much appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Drew. Catch-up episodes. Let's refresh. Sometimes it does better to refresh. There it is. Because I actually do want to rewatch this one. I want to see the broken foot. Yep.
Hello?
Yep.
Hey.
It's still broken.
It's Astrid.
It's still broken. The foot, like, as soon as he brings his foot backwards, the foot, like, turns into a, like, 90-degree angle. Like, the whole bottom part of the foot and where his toes would be just juts down at, like, a super hard angle. And then when he kicks the soccer ball, the foot, his entire foot clips into it before it starts like rolling forward, before the animation for it to move forward. Look at that.
Hello?
Hey. It's Astrid.
It's so bad, dude. So bad. All right.
You should come
Painkiller.
to no surprise that we found.
Yeah. Give me my points.
Are you coming home then?
Give me my points. Am I actually getting points, or is stuff rolling back still? Okay. Tiles and shapeshifter. People... Wait. Rachel's Hope is still going up. That's got shapeshifter. People have done 3-star. Community average for this shit is 3-star. Who's out there playing shapeshifter? Who's out there investing that much time into this? Which, by the way, something that I noticed about this last time I was taking notes, and me and Rachel's usually sitting here a lot of the time when I'm rewatching stuff and talking about stuff. And we noticed, I was like, what the fuck is with this UI? Like the overall screen for this mini game. Because to me, I'm like, why are you looking at like a Pip-Boy from Fallout to play this on? And then Rachel pointed it out to me. She's like, it's an old Nokia. And I was like, oh shit. It is. It's supposed to be like an old Nokia where you're playing this on like a cell phone from 25 years ago. Oh, I'm old enough to remember it. It didn't look like that. It's so zoomed in. I didn't even notice. Just looking at the scuffed up green screen, my brain was just like, why is this on a Pip-Boy? But yeah, Rachel was like, no, it's an old Nokia. Okay. There's a detail for you. I didn't even... Yeah, that tells you the target audience. Does Tiles have an interesting UI? Is there anything neat here? Not really. Some camera film. You're basically just doing a photo album. Okay. Yeah, it's a tin box lid that you would keep all your photos in. And, you know, you go through your photo album with all your physical photos from your photos developed off of rolls of film. I'm that old. I'm that old. I remember Nokias. I remember physical photo albums. What did you rate today's show? I feel like we need a special rating scale when it comes to Ascension, because no matter what, on like a regular scale of comparison of like writing and stuff, it would always be a 0, maybe a 1. I feel like Ascension needs its own like scale. And since they love Silent Hill, we love referencing everything in the franchise, just loves to call back to Silent Hill 2. Let's just make it a reference to Silent Hill 2. Here's how we're going to rate the episodes going forward. And maybe I'll give a rating on the previous episodes on the next recap on Saturday. In Silent Hill 2, there's a puzzle where there's a toilet. And that toilet is filled with shitty water. And inside of the shitty water of that disgusting toilet, there's a wallet. And I think that perfectly sums up Silent Hill Ascension. It's a wallet at the bottom of a toilet filled with shit. I would say tonight's episode was like 2 shitty wallets out of 5. That's the specific Ascension rating scale. We'll go about this, we'll work this out more going forward, but like I said, I might review the previous episodes when we do the next lore catch-up on Saturday. And for those who don't know, Saturdays are basically, we're going to recap everything from the previous week. So, focusing just on the story. The rest of the week, we talk about other news regarding Ascension. We kind of go over the app itself, if there's changes to it, the Endura system and the mini games and all that kind of stuff. But then Saturdays, the devs want you to be able to watch this like a TV show. So Saturdays, we basically sit down and watch it as just a TV show and judge it specifically as that. Just analyzing the writing, the story, the characters, the stuff that's supposed to be the biggest draw of this whole thing. Because so far it's all been pretty fucking bad. Toilet wallet is curse purse. Thank you, Christophonics. All right. Why is that telling me that? Oh, the goal's updated. It's time for everyone's favorite part. We're going to make some decisions. We're going to spend some points. We're going to open some loot boxes. There's only 2 choices for this one. This is a platinum level decision. This one has a large impact on the story, and it's only 2. I thought these were all supposed to be 3. I thought Jacob specifically said these are all 3, like 3 branches. How will Carl handle Eva's request to teach her to shoot? Train her or take her gun away? Unless a whale decides to take the gun away? Yeah, it's already like 600,000 points for train her in the lead. Not even Nummitudes can sway this. Take her gun away. There we go. 200 points. In fact, here's another 800. We'll just put 1,000 into taking her gun away. How will Astrid confront the figure holding Orson's ball? Do you have to say it like that? Do you have to phrase it that way? Hearing me. Unhand Orson's ball. How will Astrid confront the figure holding Orson's ball? Assault him. Stalk from the shadows. Accuse him of taking Orson. This is only a gold level decision, but this decision will affect the character's fate. This will forever affect the character's fate. You'll change the canon outcome of Orson's balls forever. Assault. We'll put 1,000 points into assault. Because who cares? How will Toby respond to Joy's death? Oh, this is this one's already been up for a while. And we still have another 24 hours until this is put into effect. 20.7 million, 20.2 million. So for 500,000 points, you could tie this back up. You know, part of me really wishes like that the community surrounding all of this wasn't so horrible, because there's a lot of people like me who are doing this out of like science, you know. It's like examining a fucking random lump of flesh and trying to figure out what the fuck this is. And that's like the only reason they continue to interact with it. Like, what is this? Who thought, like, why did anyone think this was something that would be okay? Then you've got a very large amount of people who are interacting with this specifically to like make racist usernames and post racist shit in chat and like give the devs as hard of a time as possible. And like part of me wishes that we could like coordinate the overall community enough to do something like make a decision a 3-way tie. Imagine if everyone could agree to only have like certain people spend a certain amount of points on one decision out of this entire thing and get it to be a 3-way tie at the moment that the timer runs out. Like, what would happen? They already had a 2-way tie today and they just picked one themselves. See, that's what I would like to see. I'd love to see how, if there's a system that is at play, how it works, if it's doing anything, and if you could actually, you know, manipulate it in such a way from the standpoint of a viewer, you know, because the whole idea behind this is that you're supposed to be able to coordinate things with the community. So imagine if the community coordinated something like that. Go see in the Discord chat nub, they're literally changing it themselves, but not outright saying it, but show it. Oh, speaking of changing it themselves, this is very minor. I didn't get to it as part of the talking about tweets from the official Silent Hill Ascension account. Yeah, so 2 hours ago, before tonight's episode, from the Silent Hill Ascension Twitter, tonight's decision on how will Astrid handle Britt missing the funeral is tied at the current moment at 47% redemption and 47% damnation. So they tried to do a whole like, are you team redemption? Are you team damnation? And then it's full of people commenting that nobody gives a shit. Which is true and appropriate. But in the screenshot of that decision, which presumably is a screenshot from one of the devs' end or the social media employee themselves, in the screenshot, it shows that they have points put into the redemption arc and not either of the other two choices. Now, it's not a lot of points. It just says 1.6K. So maybe that's just the social media person's personal account, and that's what they wanted to vote with on their points, and they had to put up a screenshot of that choice on Twitter. But I think it's kind of funny that a tweet on the official account where they're like, what's going to be the tiebreaker? And you can see how they voted, like, on the official account. Isn't that a little questionable? As said, it's probably nothing. It's probably just the social media person's, you know, personal account that they have to interact with for work. Okay, so I've already I spread points out all over the place. I put 200 in this, I put 200 in that, I put 600 in this. I'm just trying to see how this type of stuff works, because they make it a big deal about like, oh, you're supposed to go through the series and collect your moments. Every time you vote on like a winning decision, you get to collect your moment. And it's like, okay, well, if you just go through and every single choice you put the bare minimum of 200 in everything, wouldn't you just get all of it? And wouldn't you look at that? Since I've started doing that, it works. So there's no point to this. There's no purpose to this. You can literally just dump points in all three choices and collect everything, which is the idea. Because if you put points into everything, eventually the idea is hopefully you will run out of points, in which case you will have to buy more points to keep collecting everything. I talked about this on a previous episode where this preys on people who suffer from FOMO, or fear of missing out. It's something that is exploited and abused by a lot of video game companies, specifically predatory mobile game companies. So yeah, moments. I got the black beanie on the season pass, battle pass, rift, Dead by Daylight rift. Let's see what our loot box is today. Oh, we got the Henry Townsend special. We got the Henry Townsend special, the rare white button-up. Thought his shirt was blue. I always thought it was just kind of like a blue tint to the world, the art direction and stuff. But maybe it is more blue than I remember. Don't you just love that everything is rare? Oh yeah. that was another thing. Like the rarity, talking about the rarity and stuff on that. If you go through and look at like all the stuff that you earn through this, every single one of them is legendary. Every single one. But the things you get out of the loot box, we've gotten common things. We've gotten uncommon things. I mean, I've already gotten 2 different grandma's booty stickers and 2 different eggs with ball gags stickers. So obviously there's a lot of things that are repeats or might as well be repeats. We've got some points. Let's fuck it. We need to put some points into all these choices so we get our moments. Let's get these moments going. There we go. Let's open another one. Ooh, the rare white mustache. Yeah, streamer luck. We're getting all the rares. Yeah, the Dirty Sanchez mustache. The beanie works. I think the beanie works for the Zach Baggins. I think it's coming along. We still don't have better facial hair than this, but... Here, let's look at that. Look at that. Can you imagine this walking up to your door at 9 in the morning, wanting to talk to you about Jehovah's Witness? I'm gonna talk about scary. All right. Book of Memories had better customization. Yeah, it did. If I didn't know better, I'd straight up think this is DBD character customization. DBD mobile, maybe. Even that's unfair to say. Like, the character customization in DBD and DBD mobile is more... I'm more invested in that than this. This is awful. This is awful. Like, it's the worst. It's the worst. It's 8 days in a row. Jacob says they're tweaking things. We can see that they're changing stuff. But it's too little too late for something that at the end of the day is just, even if everything worked and functioned exactly the way that it was supposed to, without the content being interesting, without the story being interesting, without the interactions being interesting or meaningful, or even if they are meaningful, they don't feel meaningful in any way. And the mini games are fucking torture to sit and spend time on. Like, even if everything actually functions the way that it's supposed to, this is still a fucking disaster. Like, the core concept is not the worst one in the world. The idea of an actual, like, quality TV show with community interaction and unexpected twists and turns is not the worst thing in the world, but This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't the way to do it. This ain't the way to do it. This ain't the subject to do it about. This is not the franchise to try and do it for. Yeah. There's not much else I can say on it. And as this goes forward, unless there's really something exceptional that changes about this experience, which I'd be willing to bet money on will not be the case. What I'm thinking is I originally was like, I'm gonna keep up with this every single day for the whole 8 months. And we're 8 days in, and I'm already thinking to myself, maybe we'll just do November. I'm thinking we might just do November, and then after that, if it hasn't had the plug pulled, we might only do Saturdays. Just Saturday, do the weekly recap of the past episodes, and then I can just spend my time playing stuff and streaming stuff that I would much rather play and stream. Because again, I'm still dealing with health issues. I don't have a whole lot of time to dedicate to streaming every day, and we're 8 days into this, and I hate that it's just this. You know, it was kind of funny at first, and I'm trying to have a sense of humor about it, and it's definitely like you guys being here and keeping me entertained as well, and, you know, having our silly shit to, like, our scam points and everything to play around with definitely kind of takes the edge off of it. But damn, man, it's almost like this isn't worth it. Almost like it's not worth it. It's almost like this is just a huge fucking waste of time. And I would much rather just be playing good Silent Hill games and Dead by Daylight and other things. I would just rather be playing other things. Do what you need to do. As said, we're gonna, at the very least, I'm sticking to my promise of every day for November, so that we've got a full month of how this unfolded every single day. But after that, I mean, if things aren't significantly worth going forward with, then yeah, when we hit December, we might just switch this over to being a once a week thing. We'll just watch the compiled episode at the end of the week on Saturdays, and that's it. Nubvember. No good games November. We'll workshop the name. In fact, that'll be the poll. Can I make a poll that lasts like a day? We'll let the community decide. With your scam points. So, what are our options? November. No good games November. All nub November. No fun November. We'll leave it at that. 4 options. You can use your scam points to affect the vote. How long can I run this? Is 10 minutes the longest? No way. No way. I can't do like a 24-hour thing. Fuck it, we'll do it now. We already did a vote at the start of the stream. Oh, we're having some technical difficulties. Stop the count. There it is. What are we calling Ascension November? Rachel's going with all nub November. 500 points contributed. Skelly Mans with 1,000 points contributed. For No Good Games November. 40%. 15 voters. 4,000. 5,000 points contributed. Gochu Monster. Zelatath. Fighting for that number 1 spot. I don't know how it determines, I guess, whoever put in the points first. I honestly don't know. This one's winning and not displaying names. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. There you are. There it is. There's our voters contributing for November. November is currently in the lead. Over 10,000 scam points have been... Oh, right. I was supposed to make it... Hold on. We can do a little bit more accurate experience. 1 second. Oh, that's not right. That's the wrong asset. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. If only I could figure out a better way to like make them flicker like this. Oh shit. Guys, I'm a small indie developer. We're still working out the bugs. Give me a break. There's been coordinated attacks. There we go. So now we've got names popping up for all of our voters. Everyone who is currently affecting the Nub Zombie canon. And actually, Hirimi, can we go Ascension chat mode? Perfect. Perfect. There's the experience. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's coming together. It's coming together. I got one more. We still got a few things we can add to this. We're always striving to improve. Wonderful, wonderful. There we go. Look at the community at work, shaping the canon of Nub Zombie streams forever. Thank you, Yami, for the let me make sure that's visible. There we go. Thank you, Yami, for the boosted what's it called in Ascension? Blasted. We got to think of something else. It can't we legally have to be distinct. So we can't call it blasted, but thank you for the busted. Thank you for the busted chat message to completely round out the Silent Hill Ascension experience here. Look at the community at work. 8 people voted for this, but for some reason it only shows Rachel. Skellyman's. Gochu's still the top of the leaderboard, 8,500 points towards that, 14,000 scam points towards calling it Nubvember is still in the lead. And I'm gonna manipulate the outcome. Oh guys. Oh no. We're having some technical problems. Something's going wrong. Something's happening. It looks like the poll was deleted. It looks like all of your votes didn't matter. Some of you will have your points refunded. Some of you will not. That should all be at the discretion of the staff. But thank you all so much for your continued support. And I will see you all tomorrow for another episode of Silent Hill Ascension. Another episode of Scam Points, where you will further be able to shape Nub Zombie canon forever. Devin, thank you so much for the bit. The team is hard at work. We're aware of the bug where polls are randomly disappearing. So hopefully we'll have an issue for that sometime in the coming weeks. In the meantime, that's going to be all for us today. And we're going to go raid our good friend Bok Basoup. So please go show Bok some love. Remember, you get extra scam points for participating in raids. So please join the raid, say hi to Bok, show him some love. And I'll see you all tomorrow for some more Trainwreck. Till then, take it easy. Be good to each other, and I'll see you next time. Peace.